because Sophie's between us.
Welcome to Maryland.
Well, welcome to another episode of Josh and Kelly.
On the road again.
Where are we going on the road this time, Kelly?
West.
We're heading west, finally. We've been trying to do this since January.
The beginning of time.
Yeah. So,
You know I'm a little dramatic.
yeah, we're finally heading west. So here we are back in Delaware. Sophie's eating her lunch. Kelly's at work, and I have been working on a video here in the actual truck because Kelly's not back here. So you see, I've been there working on a video, and it's just rendering now. But we're just at a park up here in North Wilmington, and yeah, we're back in Delaware. It's lush and green at the moment because there's been rain, it's been warm weather and all that kind of thing. After the really cold winter, everything looks just so lush, but this is not us. We are ready to get out. You know, it's nice to be back, to see some family and friends, but yeah, we are ready to head out west. We are anxious for it. So in a couple of days we will, but in the meantime, we're here. So we've just done a little stop to get some breakfast, but I thought I'd take the opportunity while Kelly's inside just to let you know, I guess, what we're doing this week. So we have been wanting to head west and get to better weather and mountains, big mountains, for some time. And we have had to be back in Delaware this past week because Kelly had a face-to-face meeting. Now, Kelly's 100% remote, and this is the first time she's ever had that face-to-face meeting, but she had to have one, so we had to be back for that, which limited the last couple of months where we could go, which is why for the last, however many, 6 weeks, whatever, we've been kind of hanging around in Virginia and close by until they actually set the date and time for that meeting, because she didn't know initially, so we had to stay close. So that's all done, so now we can head west, and we have a certain window we have to meet as well, because Kelly has to be back in the fall. Again, we don't know the exact time. It could be as early as July, it could be as late as September, we just don't know. But she has to be back in the fall to start training her, because Kelly's a nurse, as you know, and they're changing their, I don't know what you would call it, operating system, the main computer program that runs everything for them. They're changing that, and so she's got to do training on that. So she has to be back because some of that is face to face. So we don't know exactly how long we've got out west, so we're trying to take advantage of it and get there as soon as we can, which is why she had the meeting 2 days ago and we are leaving now. And we are taking advantage of the weekend because she's not working, so we're doing 12-hour days of driving, and then we're going to Arizona, which is about 35 hours away. And so the last 10 hours or so of it, we'll split that up over probably 2 or 3 days to get the final distance in there. So yeah, that's kind of what our plan is, and we'll show you some of that. We're not going to show you tons of that because we're going to be on the main highways, unfortunately, because we're trying to do a straight shot, so we're not going to see too much picturesque stuff. We will show you some things, but yeah, we'll probably wait and show you more things out west, because for us that scenery is so much more significant than out east. Once you hit west of the Mississippi, things start to change, and then once you get across the plains, they really change. And that's kind of the stuff we want to show you, because you have seen, for the last month or so, the East Coast and the green tunnel that it is. So we want to show you some of the good stuff out west. So we have stopped for lunch at a place called Mountain Pies in Markleysburg, Pennsylvania. And here's Kelly. We've ordered some food and we got some desserts. Kelly ate her dessert first. So now she's in this food coma, sitting here on this massage chair. We haven't had our food yet, our proper food. She had a nice chocolate chip cookie, and she scarfed it down. She gave me one little crumb at the end.
It was so tiny.
It was a crumb.
We came back.
I was like, I didn't even get a chance to film it. She's like, oh, well, it's gone. I'm like, yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, a little morsel.
It was a crumb.
It was no.
I wouldn't. It's not big enough to classify as a morsel. It was a crumb.
This chair feels amazing though for the sore back, weary traveler. It's great.
So this is what we got. I got chicken and potatoes, and Kelly got a sandwich with some chips.
Grilled.
And then
Grilled
this is my dessert. I haven't eaten it already. I've saved it for after I eat. Unlike some people.
We haven't done a bakery review or anything, so I thought we should.
And this is technically a bakery. And they have, it's called Mountain Pie. They specialize, I think, more in pizza, but they've got pies too. So we had to sample. So we got a banana cream. This is a 4-berry pie. So we're going to sample the banana cream first. And I'll let you know, because, you know, I am a pie expert. All right, this is the first bite. We'll see how good it is. It's very banana-y.
Banana-y?
Yeah, it's got a very strong banana flavor. I think the custard portion is banana flavored. I don't see any bananas in it, and the
Like a banana custard,
Normally-
not real bananas. Yeah.
and normally they have like a vanilla wafer, you know, through it or in it or on it, and I've got a token crumb here. It's about the same size as the piece of the cookie that Kelly gave me.
That might be bigger.
Maybe. So here is the berry pie.
Do you hope it's very good?
I hope it's very good.
Very, very good. Since there's 4 berries in there.
Let's have a taste and we will see.
Not so berry or very berry?
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
What are the berries? Did I see cherries in there? Blueberries?
Blueberries is my guess, and then my guess is strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries.
I might
Just
have
a
a.
guess, though.
I might have a bite of that one.
So day one is coming to a close. We are approaching Indianapolis, but the sun's going down. You can see there, having a nice sunset. We got about 3 more hours to drive tonight. We'll be kind of just east of St. Louis for our first night. So yeah, not a bad run for the first day. It's about 800 miles, and we're gonna try and do the same again tomorrow. For now, good night.
Good night.
Well, good morning. We're just leaving a truck stop. I don't even know what town we're in.
Good morning.
We're
In a quarter mile, merge onto
We're
I-57
in
South,
Ellingham.
I-70 West.
Ellingham.
Yes.
Oh, okay, there you go. We're in Ellingham.
Illinois. I always check the weather app because I'm on vacation.
Yeah, so we are leaving, and it was a cold night, down around freezing.
So it feels like 34.
Yeah, so when we got up this morning, it was a little bit brisk, but it's a sunny day, it's not too bad. I'm sure it's going to warm up nicely, but hence the beanie.
It was better for sleeping than the 90 degrees it was 3 days ago.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah, we got in there and it was like in the 60s in the back, and I thought, this is nice sleeping, because a couple of days ago it was like 90 degrees in there. Oh, unpleasant. So yeah, we'll take that anytime. That was nice. That was nice. So we are on the road. We're going to stop at a Y and shower, and probably going to do a little workout closer to lunchtime, and then we're going to end up in Amarillo, Texas tonight. That's the goal. Yeah, I don't know that there's going to be a whole lot to see because between here and there is pretty much flat nothingness, and we're going to be on the interstate the whole time. So, but if there's anything interesting, of course we'll show you. So we are reaching a milestone in our travel west. I think we're going to be crossing the Mississippi shortly. If you look out the front, there's the Arch of St. Louis. We are coming into St. Louis, and the Mississippi runs right, literally between us and that arch is the Mississippi. You can't see it just yet.
Left to continue on I-55 south, I-64 west.
This is it. This is
There's the Mississippi River and the arch.
Mississippi.
M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I.
Welcome to Missouri.
We have had our showers and a stop. We stopped at a Y, but only on the second go.
Why you ask? I'm just kidding.
On the second go. The first time we stopped, and the map said it was a Y, and it wasn't. It was just a fitness center. So we had to then reroute to a different one, which was an actual Y. So we had our showers, and a brief little walk around to stretch our legs, stretch Sophie's legs, something to eat, and then pop back in the car, we're on again. Now, all of that took longer than we really liked. It's another big drive day. We're driving 12 hours today. So I'm trying to keep the stops to a minimum. But that stop alone was like 2 hours. So, we're going to be another kind of late night. It'll be like 10 local time by the time we get there. Which, it's not super late local time, but that's midnight Eastern time. And Kelly's going to work tomorrow, so we got to get up and get her working. So, it's going to be a
Time adjustment.
little time adjustment, a little short sleep tonight. But this way it is.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah, it'll be worth it. We're going to, our goal tonight is to end up in Amarillo, Texas. We are in southwestern Missouri now, about to go into Oklahoma. And obviously Oklahoma into Texas. That's where we'll stop tonight. And then tomorrow night, I'm hoping to get into New Mexico. But anyways, we'll see. One step at a time. So for now, we're heading to Amarillo. So we're in Oklahoma, barreling through, because the speed limit on these highways is 80.
Minimum of 60.
Minimum 60. So if your car, I'm thinking about all these overlanders we know who are driving these old Land Rovers that do like 50, 55. They let you couldn't be on this road because the minimum is 60. We don't have a problem with it, but you know, there are some that I know of that certainly would. But yes, we are barreling through Oklahoma while the sun is shining, and probably going to stop for dinner in the next half hour or so, only for ourselves, but for a little one here, and allow her to stretch her legs and do all that kind of thing. Allow us to stretch our legs too, and yeah, push on because we still have just under 5 hours of drive time left. So that's the way it is. Again, nothing really interesting to see. It's just interstate. And, you know, they look fairly similar no matter where you go.
Necessary long means to our end here to get there. We're just trying to do a hard push, so.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, the only thing that's different with this one is the speed. But again, if we find interesting things, we'll definitely show you. Do this a lot.
Every few hours, right?
Twice a day. But this fuel here is much cheaper. When we left Delaware, we got it at one of the cheapest places in Delaware, and it was $3.79 a gallon. Here it's $3.19 a gallon. So yeah, this is much better. Much better. Somebody's not happy about being inside, is she? So this is dinner. We both got the same thing. It's like a fajita stir fry on top of
Rice and beans.
rice and beans. It looks and smells really nice. And they give other things. They give salad as well. There's some chippies and stuff in there. Our hardest bit, there's a salad. Our hardest bit is trying to eat this without somebody sticking her nose in it, because she just wants to have everything herself.
She's used to me sharing everything, but some things I can't share because it has onions.
Yeah, not good for doggies.
As we drive into the setting sun here, you can just see off to the left, getting into some of the windmill territory, because it's flat, as you can see, all the way to the horizon, flat, and the vegetation is starting to thin out too. It's still grasslands, but the trees are really starting to thin out. We're not getting much of those. And my guess is, once the sun goes down, we're not going to notice the change until we wake up tomorrow morning in Amarillo and see that, it's vegetation is brown and sparse. That's my guess. Anyway, we are getting ready to drive in the dark for a couple of hours, so we will see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. We are at Buc-ee's, and we've had a very interesting thing happen. I got up this morning, and I didn't film it. I should have, but there was a sticker on the window saying you parked illegally, you're subject to towing, because we're here overnight, and they don't allow overnight parking. Now there's others around here who do the same thing. I don't see stickers on their window, but when we drive by, I might see the stickers on their window. In particular, this guy over here in this truck and camper, he was here before us, and he's still here. So my guess is he got a sticker. We'll have to look on the way past. But anyway, so we're up. It's not terribly early. We needed to be up anyway. Well, we could have slept in for maybe another half hour or so, but I had to get up because this one here came getting me. I think she really had to do her business. So she came pawing at me, digging me out of my sleeping bag. So I had to take her for a quick walk, and she just shot over there and did her business. So that's when I saw the sticker. So I told Kelly. So Kelly's in there now, I think doing her business, and then we're going to head out of here. And there's just a Walmart down the road. We're just going to head down there. It's not that far away. But it just means we don't get to eat Buc-ee's pulled pork sandwiches later on, which, is a shame, but we'll survive. So here's this truck and camper. He's got the big orange sticker on his window too. So he obviously has overstayed his welcome, as we did. And Miss Kelly had her own little experience there on the way in. Tell us about your experience, Kelly.
So I took the pee bottle in to empty it, and I would make my coffee here in the truck, and the lady stopped me. She's like, "Excuse me, did you refill those here?" And I said, "No." And she's like, "You didn't refill them here?" I'm like, "No, I brought them in with me." And she's like, and I shook the bottle, the pee bottle, and I was like, "This is empty." And then I took my lid off this, and I'm like, "It's not even full. Like I brought it in with me." And she's just like giving me this, okay. Like, she didn't believe me. I've never been stopped and asked that question before.
Yeah.
But,
so I think, sorry for the hand in the way. So I think we're gonna leave now because Buc-ee's is not that friendly for us tonight. So we're gonna head to Walmart. Well, hello. We are at Walmart. I'm actually behind Walmart. See, there's the loading docks and all that, and there's Soph waiting for me. But I'm having to stand behind this truck because the wind is so strong at the moment, as you can see the things flooding on the fence over there, that you wouldn't be able to hear me if I didn't. And even now I'm sure the wind is really blowing and it's hard to hear. But what I wanted to show you is this field here behind her. You can just see back here. It's all dead and brown. When we left Oklahoma last night, she's coming to investigate. When we left Oklahoma last night, when the sun went down, it was all green and lush. And now we arrived here in Amarillo, Texas, and it's all arid again. This is my kind of place. I like it when it's arid like this. It may be as a result of all my time living in Australia, but I love it. I love the arid regions in the desert. So yeah, it's nice to be back in there, finally. After being in the green tunnel, as Kelly and I call the east, where everything's just so green and lush and overgrown, you feel like you're in this green tunnel all the time. But yeah, it's nice. But yeah, very, very windy here at the moment. There's an extremely high fire ban, or high risk of a wildfire. So they got a big fire ban on for everything, you know. And but yeah, let me show you some of this as I walk. And I I apologize now. You're probably not gonna be able to hear anything I say because of the wind, but I want to show it to you anyway. Don't know if you can hear this, but you can see Soph going very gingerly across the grass. A lot of this grass around here's got little I don't know what you call them, prickles, I guess you could say. They're really barbed seeds and stuff, and so she's not terribly keen on walking across the grass when it's all brown like this. The only thing around here that's green is whatever they water. So that'd be trees, or in this case grass. Like, this is lush compared to everything else because that's watered. That is not. So there's a huge difference you can see between here and across the road over there. Big difference between what is watered and what is not. But I like environments like that, as I said, really do. Here we are on the road just outside Amarillo, and you can see again what I was talking about how arid it is. Super arid and windy. And just off on the right-hand side over here, there's a whole bunch of wind turbines that are out there in the distance. I don't know how well the camera's picking them up, but there's a ton of them going through a huge wind turbine field. On a breezy day like this, they'll be flying. I know that there's a big wind farm that we go through here. So we went through it last time we came through, and by big, I mean there's not just like 10 or 20 of them. The wind farm has probably got thousands of them. They just literally dot the horizon everywhere you look. I'll show you that when we get a little bit closer to them.
Just want to show you this farm of wind turbines. They're just
Everywhere.
a whole field of them.
All down there,
Look at
all
it.
the way to the horizon.
You see them way out there in the horizon. There's so many of them.
Soph just got a little prickle in her paws, and now she's really hesitant about walking around here, aren't you? You're taking it gingerly, watching where you're walking now. Here we are in New Mexico. There's Kelly doing her thing. You can see out here. It's all arid and scrub, and you can see all the way to the horizon. It's so nice. We love it. Well, good morning. We are here at the Y in Albuquerque. Let me just show you here. So this is the Y. We're here. Kelly is already in here at work.
Hi.
There she is. She's at work set up because we are 2 hours different from East Coast time. She only starts at 8, so she's got to start at 6. So we're up at 5, and which is fine. Which means she's done early. Instead of being done at 4:30, she's actually done at 2:30 local time. So it gives us a lot more of the afternoon, which is kind of nice. But what I want to show you are these mountains here. So these are the mountains that are right outside Albuquerque, and they're beautiful. Obviously the sun hasn't come up yet, but yeah, they're you know, arid mountains. What we love. One of the reasons why we're coming out here to the west. We love this stuff. So this is our first real taste of it at the moment. So Soph and I are walking because she was getting Nancy in the truck, and it's getting a little warm. Just don't know if you saw it. That marmot just ran there into its hole. There's marmots all over the place. You can hear them calling as well. Let me see if I can zoom in on this one. There he is. They're just sitting there watching, and then when we get close, they kind of escape down their hole and call out. There's another one here right in front of this bush, right there. His head sticking up. He's calling. He'll duck down here in a second as I come. There he goes. all fun.
So we are leaving Albuquerque. Got a little warm this afternoon for Kelly. Yeah. How was it back there for you?
It was up to 90 in the truck.
That's warm in the back for her to be working. So we have two options. We're continuing to head west. So we're continuing to head towards Phoenix. We have two options. One was to go and camp out somewhere in one of the national forests, which, you know, was an option. But that was almost 4.5 hours away, which is fine. Or we could go to Flagstaff, which is about 5 hours away. And we kind of used Flagstaff as a default base last year when we were out here for a couple of months in Arizona, and we know it quite well. There's a Y there. There's a nice park that Kelly can work at, and you can park there no problem overnight. And it's great walking there, right on the base of a mountain. Like, it's really nice. Anyway, so we took that option, even though the Y in Flagstaff is the dirtiest Y that we have ever been to by far. I mean, like, black mold around the floors in the locker rooms, and not just a little bit, everywhere. Like, yeah, no hot water. The water's lukewarm at best. I'm hoping that has changed, but yeah.
Yesterday when I went, there was like a private shower. I was like, oh, I'll go in there, open the door. The largest cockroaches I've ever seen in my life on the floor, so I didn't go in there. And then I was all worried about putting my bags down.
But the Y in Albuquerque, minus the cockroaches, I didn't see the cockroaches. Good pressure, good hot water. Now, I don't know about the women's. The men's were prison showers,
No, ours were private.
which is how it usually goes. Like, my kid's like, oh, it was such a nice shower, it's all private. I'm like, you had a prison shower. You know, we're all in the same room. There's no dividers. It literally is just a cinder block room with shower heads stuck on there that you can't adjust, nothing else.
Yeah, leave your towel behind and walk in there.
There, your towel's the hooks are outside. It's a prison shower. But anyway, we are heading now. Flagstaff has individual showers. They're just dirty and no hot water. I don't know what I'd rather have. So anyway, so we're heading to Flagstaff. We're only going to be there for a night anyway. And then tomorrow night we're probably going to do our final leg into Phoenix. That's kind of our plan. So, you know, for one night, one shower, I think we'll go. Well, as you can see, we are sitting in traffic. We're in a traffic jam. There's an accident ahead. I think it's a couple of miles ahead. And we've been here for an hour. An hour sitting in traffic waiting. At a dead standstill. Not creeping, dead standstill.
Nothing's moving.
Nothing's moving. Been here for an hour. Kelly went in the back, fixed Sophie dinner, brought it up, Sophie's eating. That was ages ago. Like, been at a complete dead standstill. I have never in my life sat in a traffic jam this long. I've been in traffic that's been moving. I've been in traffic jams that have been at a dead still, but not for this long. I mean, literally, we've been here for an hour. There was an accident, and that's all we know.
Infrastructure to move around it, or I mean, we saw some people going on some of these dirt roads. Like, they must have gotten off for.
People went down the side roads to get around it, but
And you can't see, like, it looks like it's just going forever.
as far as we can see, but like we can see almost to the horizon, and it was just dead standstill. So, yeah, our ETA, which was going to be at a reasonable time, just keeps getting pushed back later and later and later for Flagstaff. By the time we get there, we're just going to crash, I think. But, you know, that's traveling, that's driving. You know, on roads, sometimes you get traffic jams, but it's not fun.
Not fun. I'm shopping.
As you do when you sit in a traffic jam. Well, good morning from Flagstaff. We are in a place called Buffalo Park, which is right on the edge of a national forest, and you see these mountains behind me. The sun's about to come up over here, and we have stayed in this park many times. Well, not in the park, we're just outside the park, but obviously in a very, very short walking distance. But we have been here 8-10 times in the past. Kind of used this as our base when we were in northern Arizona, and yeah, it works really well for us. So Kelly's already working because it's like 5:30 in the morning, and she's got to start work at 5 because she's on East Coast 8 o'clock time. So yeah, we're here. It's cold mornings in the low 40s, I think, maybe lower. The wind chill and all that. They said it felt like 34. So yeah, a cool morning, but it's lovely. Love it up here. Really nice.
So Soph and I are here in the National Forest going for a walk, and it's just nothing but these pines and spruces. There's nothing else in terms of trees here, but it's windy today, but we're a little bit protected here, which is nice. And one of the things I'm doing, well, trying to do while I'm out here, is Kelly and I got new walkie-talkies to try and communicate, so that when I'm out of a truck like this walking, I can be in touch with her, especially in areas where there's no cell phone signal. So she and I have been talking, trying to figure out the range and I guess how much trees will affect it and all that. So I have walked out of range, and we can't talk, so I'm coming back into range. But yeah, it's been a nice walk, but it's also been a good test. And Miss Soph, as you can see her up here, is just waiting, like, what is taking you so long? How come you're still there? Let's walk, but it's all good. We are enjoying the environment. There's not many people out here. We have come across one lady and her dogs, which are very friendly, and they were bigger dogs than Soph, so Soph behaved herself, which was nice. But yeah, it's been nice out here, and the temperature's nice. Like, I'm in shorts, I've got a sweatshirt on, but I'm about ready to take it off because I'm getting warm, especially when I was walking up. But it's really nice. But as you can hear, that wind whistling in the branches, it's a windy day. So when we're out in the open, I can't even record because it's just way, way too windy. But this is beautiful.
All right, so we are leaving Flagstaff, heading down to Phoenix, and it's been a windy day up here, to be honest.
Very windy.
And we've just done a couple of things that we hadn't initially planned on doing, but worked out quite well. One is we just did some quick laundry, but also one of the hoses, the fuel line, the main fuel line for the heater, came undone from its clamp. And so we stopped and got a couple of new clamps, and I did a quick fix on that. Well, Kelly's holding the line in there so it didn't get loose, and hopefully that's going to fix that, which means we're going to have our heater back working. So that's a hope. But you know, if not, I'll keep problem solving it.
We have a little portable electric heater, and I actually had to use it this morning. It was pretty cold. We went from 90 degrees to like
this morning when I checked, it was 36 and it didn't include wind chill, so it was cool. Not freezing cold, but considering that, you know, it is almost May, that's cool. So the high today up here was supposed to be like 64, and down in Phoenix was 87. So we're talking almost 25-degree difference, and that mainly is because of altitude.
Yeah.
So we like that because we know if it's too hot in Phoenix, we just go north, and it's literally 3 hours. My aunt lives in the very south of Phoenix, one of the far southern suburbs. So it's about as far in terms of being in Phoenix, but as far from Flagstaff as you can get. It's about 3 hours. Actually, it's closer to 2.5.
Nice.
So,
this is our last leg of the trip. Well, you know, as far as our destination, so it'd be nice because we didn't get to sleep last night till after 1, and it's a 3-hour time difference. So I'm feeling it. I'm ready.
It was 1 Eastern time.
Yeah.
It was like 10:30 or something here.
I'm still going by Eastern
Fine,
time.
I know,
don't think
because we're still working off of Eastern time.
Yeah.
So we got up at 4 local time, which was like 7 Eastern time, but we didn't get to bed till like 1:30 Eastern time. So and that's been the last couple of days.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're feeling it. But Kelly's not working tomorrow; she got the day off.
Woo.
So we're gonna sleep in to like 7 local time. If
That's a
Sophia
sleep
let
in
us, because
7,
she's
yeah.
been really, she's still on Eastern time. So by 4 a.m., like she's starting to stir and trying to, you know, get us up and out, and she's getting persistent. Like just digs into the sleeping bag to try and get me out, and it's unpleasant. And it's not the greatest way to wake up either. So, the way it is. But anyways, we are going to head south and end up in Phoenix, and that's going to kind of be the end of our trip west here on this video. So we're going to wrap this video up and say thanks for watching, and
If we got some good sights and exploring to do
we got
this
some different
weekend
stuff to do. You
for
probably
next
would have
week.
seen an actual real change of transition from what we call, what Kelly and I call the Green Tunnel, which is the East Coast. You always feel like you're just enclosed in trees and shrubs and all that in this green tunnel no matter where you go, to the vistas that are out here in the West that we love because of that. So hopefully we'll see that change as well, that transition.
It's so great to be back and see all the mountains.
mountains, we
and,
love it.
Yeah, it's so nice.
We love it. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps us out and we appreciate it. And obviously click notification bell as part of that, so that way you'll be notified when we upload videos and you won't miss any. And until then, we'll see you out there.
See you out there.